Keeping up with the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian shops for survival bunkers for entire famous family. Kim Kardashian shopped for survival bunkers after a friend was robbed on Thursday's episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The 40-year-old reality star felt incredibly anxious after friend Jonathan Cheban, 47, called to tell her had been stripped of a $250,000 watch at gunpoint. As the food god cried on the phone, Kim began to revisit the trauma of her own 2016 robbery in Paris, which saw her bound, gagged and held up as $10 million worth of jewelry was stolen from her. To deal with her anxiety, she started investigating survival equipment, and recruited sister Khloe Kardashian, 36, to stay with her for a test run in a cylindrical bunker. Kim wanted to see if it was feasible for her whole family to live that way if everything really got worse, as it felt like it might during a COVID-crazy year. Atlas Survival Systems CEO Ron Hubbard said that if needed, he could make the Kardashians one with 6 or 7 bedrooms, and Kim was intrigued. Each bunker was made to withstand all man-made and natural disasters, and would keep its occupants alive for years as long as they had food, water and supplies, he added. Kim and Khloe, while visiting a basic model, realized the bunker option was grim and disheartening. Inside the cylindrical container they planned to sleep in, conditions were austere with low ceilings, little space, dried food, Spartan gray beds, and no TV, though there was a computer. Kim ate dried noodles out of a bag and studied law as the temperature ratcheted to 105 degrees inside, finally falling asleep in the heat. Khloe watched the minutes inch by, exercising on a thin rug and saying after 3 hours, "I literally feel like I've been here for 3 days." They had arrived to alarms that frightened Khloe into dropping their food outside the bunker. Kim had wanted to mimic a real emergency, and she was all for seeing how well it would work. She was still shaken up from Food God's call, in which he had panted heavily, cried, and said that he was freaking out. He said that he had been standing in his mom's driveway in Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey, when a man approached and asked him the time before ripping the watch off his hand. The man had put a gun to his mother's head, he told Kim, who found it all very scary, especially since they hadn't caught the man. She'd turned into a little bit of a hermit after her robbery, she said, noting, "You think, well, what if this, and what if this, and you just want to be prepared for anything and everything. You know, when you have kids, you want to save them and make sure everything is going to be okay." In the bunker's undisclosed location, she began to rethink her plan. Khloe said gently, "Let me ask you this, Sherlock. Is this how you want to live the end of your days? You want to be sitting on the floor in 110-degree heat, schwitzing, making sure your kids aren't going crazy eating one another, sitting in a room with urine and dust?" "No, I don't," Kim said slowly, before they headed home. Thanks for watching.